Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
Shotgun snap on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Bryant. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
part of that Midwest lifestyle. But when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs. So it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away, doing it clean. No PI on that one.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quickly complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Trying play action. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Devin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's blocked. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Hello.
Use the play fake.
No, you good. I was calling about I need your help moving this trigger.
He's going to run it. Gets it
I put it in
inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow because I look at my other line. But yeah, I'll call you tomorrow. All right. What up, man? I need to bring him. Well, we need to bring him tonight.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn
Okay,
up.
I was going to bring some
It'll be
bananas.
2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down,
Yeah,
they'll
I
go to
just
the air. He's got him still on his feet.
He got
He
some
won't
good
quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
Okay,
Not a lot
yeah,
of ground to
we'll
cover and not much to
we
defend.
plan
A
for that,
big
and then
3rd
I
down
tell
in the
we
red
probably just do
zone.
espresso.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st.
All right.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down to 44. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Higgins. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going.
I can't hear you. Hold up. Say that one more time. Yes, please. Maybe like 8. How big are they? I don't know. Just maybe a handful. I'm not going to fill up. I just want something to snack on.
So, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Still from the pocket. It's over the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Makes the catch. It's Brock. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gets it to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll keep it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to surge it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks?
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium
exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
To the air, it's Daniels. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Across the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They'll leave it with him. Find some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With jet sweep pass. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Working that left side now. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right up. There he goes. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Complete on the comeback. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting a hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And they're taking advantage right now.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep...
They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's brought down after a nice game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know.